Hello and good day. Today I'm going to show a proof of concept about Quasar and templating, which is not just styling, which is what Quasar is doing now, but rather the real templating that you know that people doing PHP or even WordPress has been enjoying so far. Okay, to expand more on that, let me show you a website that show bootstrap themes or template. So basically, for those people that is doing PHP, they will start by doing this, which is looking for themes or template. Okay, for example, they're going to go to this kind of site and they will look at a design, choose one, and develop or write codes based on that. For example, okay, let's look at this. Okay, we can see a live demo, right? Okay, so this is the template or the themes, and it already all have all these thing ready-made to be used by developers. Okay, this is something that we do not have, right? Or I mean, Quasar do not have. Okay, and in fact, they won't be looking at only one template. Okay, they'll be looking at several of them. Say, oh, okay, there's another one, um, courses template. Okay, so just open this one, and look at that. Okay, try. Okay, and see what's going on here and all that. Okay, and at the end of this process of choosing which design or which themes or which template to use, they will choose one and develop based on that template. Okay, in contra with what we are doing with Quasar, most of the time we are going to develop from scratch without starting from any themes or any template. And I would love to avoid that and have something like this, something like a bootstrap themes, as a starting point, so that it is faster to develop and all that. So basically, I'm not going to show something as awesome as that, but rather show a proof of concept in the hope that we can talk about this, we can discuss about this, and find a way to do that theme or template kind of thing using Quasar. Few days back, I have a discussion with uh, someone from Quasar Discord, and this is the tips that was given to me. Okay, um, basically, what I think as the first step is to separate between UI and function or codes. Okay, so we are decoupling the UI with the function. So to do that, um, I simply change template and style, okay, to point to another file. Okay, in this case, template one index.html. Okay, and now this is for the index page. Okay, so same thing. So it's a template one index CSS, and on this side of the window, you can see that. Okay, um, okay, here is a template one, index and layout. Okay, so index is for this file, while layout is actually for this file. Okay, so again, it's the same thing for my layout, which is the layout or the master page of our single page application, okay, which is this guy over here. I point the template and the style to, well, okay, so this is still template 2, so let me quickly change that. Oops. Control V, and this one have to delete. Okay. Okay, let's do that. So the layout file is basically pointing to template 1, layout, my layout HTML, and the style or the CSS is actually pointing to template 1, layout, my layout.css. Okay, notice that VS Code did not recognize the format of this file. That is because of this. For some reason, I cannot do this. Okay, yep. And this. And style. Okay. Okay, yes. Save. And the result is this single page application. Okay, well, actually I should refresh it first. Okay, so and this is the result. Okay, so I modify two of these files so that it will point to a different template. In this case, it's template 1. Okay, after saving it, after some build process here, and after refreshing the browser, I'm going to see this. So basically, this is a single page application, the SPA, with right side drawer that display this kind of, I was intending this to be statistic kind of things, but for this template, I'm actually just putting dummy data there. Okay, so we have this information or statistic on the right drawer, while we have another drawer. This is the standard one. Okay, and we have index page in the middle, and what it does is displaying message 1, message 2, message 3, message 4 with different pictures, and message 5, and the fact that we are waiting for Quasar 1.0, so stay tuned. Okay, so that is a template 1. Okay, now I'm going to change that to template 2, and to recap, template 1 is this guy over here, and template 2 is this guy over here. Again, it is not a rocket sign, so I'm just going to, okay, I'm just going to comment out this part. Okay, for some reason it doesn't work there, but it's going to, it does work here too. How about this one? Okay, it doesn't work. Okay, so I'm just going to move this up. Okay, Control S. That is because of this one. Okay. Trailing spaces not allowed. There is yeah. Okay, so now I switch to the second template, which is template 2. This guy over here, and refresh. Okay, so the point that I'm trying to demonstrate here is that this is a different UI. Okay, just now we saw a right drawer that have information or statistic, but for template 2, that drawer is um, coded as a toolbar, okay, as a panel inside the toolbar. And so this is template 2. Okay, again, the functionality is the same. Okay, it's still showing message 1, message 2, message 3, blah blah blah, and stay tuned for Quasar version 1.0. Okay, so this is not rocket science. This is not a breakthrough or anything. In fact, um, I do know that this functionality of referring to another file for template and CSS is already there in Vue from the very beginning. Okay, I knew about this, but I never tried. Okay, but here it is. A way to have two different template or two different theme. Okay, implementing the same functionality, because apparently what we did here is that we decouple the UI file and the CSS file. We still keep the same code or the same script part of that Vue file. And for me, this is something that is useful in such a way that maybe in the future someone can create template or theme for Quasar, and those who want to implement or do project using Quasar, they can start that process by evaluating theme or template, choose the right one, and start development based on that template. Or we can also in a way create several theme, and we can just sort of like change the theme based on season or based on um, like styling requirement of the client, those kind of things. So basically, I'm really excited about this. It is a simple thing, but it should change the way we think about how to develop with Quasar. It doesn't have to be starting from scratch every time, and it can be faster when we use a pre-built template to start our project and those kind of things. Okay, well that's one thing, and another thing is that I'm planning to sort of like use this template as a teaser for Quasar 1.0, that I was told that it is in beta at the moment. But I would appreciate feedback on what should I fill up for this message and picture, right? So at the moment it just say message 1 until message 5. So it will be great if I have something to put here that answer this question of why Quasar, and I really appreciate it if you guys can sort of like give me feedback in wherever that I post this video in Quasar Discord. Okay, that's all for today. Appreciate your time and have a good day.